Hey YouTube, it's Mata. I'm back with another video. I'm gonna do a cute little look. I don't know, we just gonna wing it today. And then specific, talk about a few faves that I've been trying, and some other things I've been trying. So get into the look with me. Now, I'm gonna put on my QMS Intense Eye Care Cream. This is new. I got it in my February box from BoxyCharm. I've been using it for about a week or so, and I like it. It's nice. I'm not really into eye creams, but I got it, so I tried it. Anything to hide these dark circles and the fact that I don't get a lot of sleep. I'm sick, so excuse my manly voice. So anything to hide these dark circles, I'm here for. So I've been trying to get rid of these dark circles. I'm definitely putting this on, as you guys can see. The brows, they're in place. Only if my brows could look like this without them being done. That would be like everything, but curse genetics. I'm not that lucky. Anyway, this is what it looks like. This little jar retails for $125. Ridiculous. But anyway, so now that is on, we're going to prime. Normally I use my True Complexion by Black Radiance, but I am not. I got this in my February box. It's pure. It's a 4-in-1 correcting primer, and it has aloe, coconut water, and probiotics, and it's silicone free, and it smells so good, like so good. I tried this the other day under my makeup, and I liked it. So are you gonna wear this? I'm gonna put a little 4 dots. I was a little skeptical about putting anything on my face that has like a smell, because I didn't want it to break me out. You know, I can't do any more breakouts. That would suck. But it didn't break me out. My skin was cool afterwards. So, we're gonna live with it. Okay. Now, that is on. And you already know that I powder before I do foundation. Nothing has changed. Keeping the same routine. So I'm going with my Maybelline Fit Me powder, Wet Beauty Blender. I'm going to take the round part, give it a good coat. I want my face to get real ashy looking. That means I got good coverage. It's going to absorb all this oily skin. I don't want nothing popping through. I don't want my foundation to clock out on me early. I don't want anything. So yes, I look real casket ready right now. But that's for now. You know? That's for now. Don't worry about it. This is a trick for the oily skin girls. If you ain't got oily skin, you can skip this stuff. But for y'all who got oily skin like me, this is necessary to keep the oil from, fighting back. Now, while she lay on your face and she cook. We're gonna jump into our eye. I got a couple of new products and I'm gonna show y'all on the way. But you already know, I cover my eyes with my Maybelline Fit Me, shade 35. Nothing new around here on that note. I'm just gonna take a big concealer brush and smear all of it out. You guys can use eye primer or things like that, but I don't. This actually works better for me. It keeps my eyeshadow in place all day. It doesn't move, it doesn't budge. It makes the colors pop on my skin. I like it, I live with it. I got oily skin, so this just works better for me. And besides, this is actually how I kind of learned how to start doing my eyeshadows. So it works for me. I got my tips from eyeshadow from two separate kind of people. I learned most of them from watching drag queens on YouTube do their makeup. And then I also watched a few tutorials from the GOAT, Sis Jackie Aina. She's the bomb. But I most likely watch drag queens because I actually like their technique. They transform their whole face into do an eye. So for me, it's like a big deal to watch them transform their whole face and to create a whole eye. So it's more easier for me to understand, you know, shaping and coloring and placement watching them do it opposed to watching another girl do it. I don't know, it's weird. It's just easier for me to learn from watching them. Anyway, my new favorite palette is the Ace Beauty palette by Ace Beauty. It's the Scarlet Dust palette. I got it in my January box. I did not show you this. I don't think I showed you guys this. But anyway, this is my palette. These are the colors. As you can see, yes, I have been like dibbling dabbling in every color I've done. You follow me on Instagram or whatever, and a few pictures that I've posted, and you've seen me with eyeshadows on. These are the colors that I've been wearing. I have not worn any other palette but this palette. Yeah, so I'm kind of OD on this palette. I don't know. I'm living for it. It's giving me life. Like, it's like a Slaymation. Anyway, so we're just gonna jump right in to that palette. Like, I did have other palettes that I love, but I'm sorry. I'm loving this one. So we're gonna set with Sunset Rose, which is this pretty color right here. This has become my favorite setting color. And I just set the whole lid with this color. You just use circular sweeping motions. Yeah, I just want to cover the whole lid. And then I'm gonna dip it again and make sure I cover the whole lid. I don't want no color of the concealer to peek through. Yeah, I'm gonna go in again and do the same with the next eye. Now this palette, I don't know. They had two of these palettes, and one had like more colors and all that other stuff, and I kind of wanted the other palette because it had blues and yellows and all that other stuff, and I was more, you know, drawn to that palette initially at first. But then when I got this palette, I was like, you know what? I don't really have a lot of these colors, but you know what? I can kind of freak this. I can kind of, you know, it forced my creative hand. And even if I don't wear a lot of these colors, like I can still freak these colors to, you know, make a look. Even if I'm not wearing these colors. And I actually have actually done it a lot. And it low-key became one of my favorite palettes. So, yeah. Now, we are going to go in with... where are we going to go? We're going to go in with shade. I have not worn shade. That's the only color in this palette I have not tried is shade. So we're going to go in with shade. And I started doing my eyes, my eye makeup placement with my eyes open. It just kind of worked out a little better for me to do it that way. I don't know why, but it just kind of did. One day I just decided, hey, let me try doing my eye makeup with my eyes open instead of closed like I used to. And it just worked out that way. So, yep. I mean, when you look at your eyes are normally open. They're not closed. So, I figured it's best to just do my makeup like that. Like, oh, my eyes is open. Then it'll look right with my makeup. Yeah, it does. See? Okay. Now we're gonna go in with the highlight color on the top. I always want to do the highlight color. I'm gonna put crimson. And as I said, I'm just winging this color because I really don't really know what I'm doing for this eye look today. I'm winging it. I'm just gonna wing it, and that's gonna be it. I like when I wing it sometimes. I feel like I get more creativeness from my winging it days. Okay. Yeah, I just threw together a look. Okay. And now crimson has clocked in. Eyeshadows always seem to look a little fainter on this side because I have a birthmark. But they're there. Okay. Now for the lid color. Now for my lid, gonna go back in and do a halo highlight with a concealer so that the colors stick and pop more. Do the same to the other eye. This took practice. Like, I was not always so good at this. Then, it took some time. If you're struggling with like eye makeup, just practice. Take pictures, practice, take pictures, practice. You know? Now I do like 3, 4, 5 colors. I blend it out, work on it. I learned my eye shape. Like I said, the best thing I ever did was watch drag queens do makeup, because they do they do gorgeous makeup, and B, they create a whole new eye structure, brows, eyelids, everything, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. Now me, I'm going to use a pretty shimmer, one of my shimmers. I think I'm going to go in with hibiscus right here. So I'm going to take my middle finger, rub it in, and nicely pop her on in. Look at that color payoff. She looks gorgeous. Okay. Now, let's go back in and clean up our colors. Take a little bit of shade and clean it up over here. Take a little bit of shade, clean it up over here, because you want the colors to blend. You don't want them to stick out and look uneven and look a mess. You don't want any of that. So you gotta make sure everything is blended, everything is seamless. Okay. Going back in with crimson and nicely go over the edges. Yeah. Just buff them out. Just buff them out. Look at how seamless that. Look at the difference between this eye and this eye. Night and day. All because you gotta buff up them edges. And you use circular motions, because you're marrying the makeup. And you're getting those rough lines out. Now, it looks flawless. Perfect. Now that the top portion of my eye is done, and I took my time with that, we can move on to the rest of the face. Now, still looking a little ashy. Still looking a little ashy. And that's to be expected. Why? because I have my setting powder on. But don't worry about that. We're going to leave that right on. Move right in to the foundation. Now, I used to use a beauty blender. I went back to the brush. You can always change your mind up, flip it, you know, whatever. I hit my face with a little setting spray, and then I'll go on. I actually like this brush. I got it a few months back in one of my boxes. I don't remember which one because it's been a while. I've been getting boxes for a while. But yeah, I got this brush a while back in one of my boxes. It came in a set of 2, and yeah, I like it. It works great on my foundation and leaves my skin feeling nice. I don't want my skin to feel heavy with foundation on. I just want like an even coverage and like an even coverage. Okay. Okay. Now, no more ashy. Now that is on. This is the new concealer I've been using, and I love it. And I know what y'all thinking. On camera, it looks really bright. And yes, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, no, this is going to be too light. But this is by Pretty Vulgar. The shade is the middle ground. It's number 63. I got this in my box, I think, in January. And I love it. It doesn't crease. It don't crack. It don't move. She stay put. I have not used any highlight shade other than her since I've gotten this. Okay? Not even my black opal. Okay? And y'all know I love black opal. I use black opal. Look at that golden undertone. Okay? Look at her. Look at that golden undertone. Look at that. Look at her. She is gorgeous. Now that is a golden undertone. Okay? You know I'm going in with my black opal stick. My Au Chocolat. Not too much. Just a smidge. No. Let the blend begin. This is the other brush to the big brush that I got. And I like it. It blends out so nicely. I make the weirdest faces doing my makeup. Anyway, yeah. I forget how much this costs. I swear I did a video. Y'all can go back on my channel and look. But yeah, this is like my go-to highlight and concealer. This is, when I say I be wanting to look woke, they must have heard me when they made this product, because this right here has me looking like I got 8 hours of sleep. I want to look beautiful. I want to look like I was on the beach somewhere and I got rest, you know? I don't want to look tired. This gives me that look, you know? It gives me the highlight look I be looking for. I don't got to work too hard for it. Because working too hard is unnecessary. You shouldn't have to work too hard on makeup, you know? And yes, you highlight the nose. I do not contour my nose. I just highlight it. The highlight works. Because my nose is big, so yeah. It's not super big like Michael Jackson big, but it's big enough. Now, contour time. I don't do a severe contour because I have high cheekbones already, so a severe contour is definitely unnecessary. I just do it like a subtle contour, if you will. And yes, I use the same brush. Why not? I use the same blendy. And I always go over my creams with a powder because I have oily skin. And you have to do that when you have oily skin. You gotta set. You gotta set. In makeup, in life, you have to set. Set. You have oily skin. It's a must. Okay. Now that is done, let me introduce you all to something new. This is my Siete London powder, and this is the Vacay brand, because I see that they have like another set. I was looking online through their whole thing. Anyway, so this is the Vacay brand, and this is the coconut one. It's the setting powder. Now, first, I was like, coconut? I don't know. Anyway, it smells good. It smells gorgeous, actually. And it is everything. I put this on under my eye, and I tell you guys, my makeup didn't budge at all. This powder is finely milled. It is perfect. On Amazon, you can get it for like 16 bucks or 20 bucks or something like that. And you only bake for like 3 to 5 minutes, I think. You're only supposed to bake for 3 to 5 minutes. And I put it all over where I highlight. I'm gonna put a nice line under my contour. Okay. Because I want that woke look. But this powder is everything. And it smells so good. I put this powder on, and when I tell you my face stayed in place, it stayed in place. I was sick, I was blowing my nose, I was doing all kinds of crazy crap. My heat was on high in the car. This face didn't budge. It was like, we ain't going nowhere. I was like, good, because I don't want you to. I'm going to set my highlight. Play my contour. I always set my contour with the powder contour. And I like, same thing, I got their blush, which I love and I'm going to use. But yeah, their setting powder, bomb. Like, hands down. It's soft. It doesn't leave like a weird streak on you. It smells good. And you know how I love things that smell good. If you're gonna have a product and it has it's named after something, it should smell good. And it does. It smells so good. Look at this face. Like, seriously. Look at this face. Come on. Y'all not ready. Now, let's get some blusher. Of course, we're going to use my Siete blush. Blusher. What shade is this? Oh, the shade Burnt. I like this blush. This is like my favorite blush. I'm going to apply it nicely on. And not too much. Don't want to look like a French. You know what? Just enough to give the skin some color. There was a time when I didn't like blush and I didn't think that, you know, girls of color could use brush. But, you know, got a little older, got a little smarter, realized it wasn't the blush that was the issue. I just had to find the right shade of blush for me. You know,